Okay, so here's the deal. I normally go live on my Patreon every Wednesday night at 5:30, and it's really been a learning curve for me. I have basically been struggling to figure out a way. Oh, fuck, I'm wearing my glasses. I've been struggling to figure out a way to get a really good quality without using my webcam and like figuring out or like the camera on my laptop and like trying to figure out how to hook my camera up to my laptop to use it as my live stream. And I've downloaded several different softwares and done all these different things. So I finally figured something out and then it didn't work. And now I'm half an hour late. So I thought, fuck it. I'm just going to go live on my channel. And if people show up, they show up. And then also to apologize to my losties who, support my content with their dollars and that I like dropped the ball tonight. So anyways, I'm going to kind of just do what I do. And there's a little tiny bit of a lag on here, but not a lot. I think it is going to work. Can you guys hear me though? Yeah. I need somebody to get on here so I know if you can hear me. Oh, I hope so. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I got the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser, and it's like pretty good shit. So you guys are going to see me do something crazy right now. I'm basically just going to... This is the original. Now I really do look like Courtney Love. I'm just going to zoom you guys out and let you see my outfits. I better take a selfie of this like this. Looking all gross. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off. This is the OG Lippy Slayer from when it was still Alien Cosmetics before it changed to Unearthly. And I'll tell you what, this is a very long-wearing, non-transfer formula. I just wonder, can anybody see me? Yeah, this Squalane makeup remover is really good. Okay. Oh, I forgot this was here. Isn't that the best? I love this like backdrop. Well, it's not gonna be a backdrop, but I found it at a thrift store. I've been thrift store fucking crazed lately. I'm using my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic primer. And here's the big pro tip. I just like basically smear it all over my face. Oops, I don't usually do that though. I don't want that. You don't want it. Okay, so I'm not wearing my contacts because I was wearing my glasses and it doesn't work when I'm trying to put my makeup on. So I'm just going to go with it because I'm actually live on my channel. I ran into a tech snag, but honestly, sorry, I fucking really need to put my contacts in. I ran into a technical difficulty, but I think I finally got it nailed down. And honestly, I've been fucking with this problem for a couple months now. And so I basically have been trying to figure out a way. My laptop is really old. And so when I started my channel, I spent all the money that I had from my last paycheck from my job on a camera and lights and basically my whole studio. You know, there's so much that goes into starting a YouTube channel. Well, for me anyways, there was. And so it's like, you know, you got to get all the memory cards and more batteries than one and the charger and all the cords. You know, I was just thinking like hashtag YouTuber life. Like I have a drawer filled with cords that like don't go to anything because every time I try to do something different, I have to buy another adapter. So anyways, I had spent basically all of my funding on like filming equipment, and I had a 2011 MacBook Pro. Hi, Mary. Thanks for coming. I'm actually going to have to put my contacts in. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I literally will be back in one flash. I won't be able to respond to any of your comments if I can't see them. So that's just, it just had to be that way. So anyways, when I first started my channel, basically I had a 2011 MacBook Pro, which is a good laptop, right? Well, no, it's totally outdated. I can't really update any of my software at this point. But what I did was I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and I rebuilt my own laptop so that it had enough RAM and enough memory to hold all the editing software and stuff that I needed. And because as it was, and quite frankly, I don't know that people know this, but like if you pay like $1,700 for the new MacBook Pro like Airs, they don't have enough memory or RAM to hold like DaVinci or, you know, Final Cut Pro. And so it's like, so I rebuilt my laptop, but because I have like an older laptop, it kind of isn't compatible with a lot of my stuff. So I'm constantly having to buy adapters and like figure out ways to like finagle things. And honestly, like sometimes it's really like I've been working on this problem with my camera for my live streams for months, honestly, maybe even years, because this is a thing that's been on my mind for a very long time. And so I was just doing my live streams because every time I fuck it up, I just go in and like go to my webcam on my laptop. Well, the lighting is shit. You can't really see anything, and the sound quality is fucked. So how can you hear me okay now, Mary? Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, an iPad will do it because they come stock with iMovie. So that was like a really good start for me as well to have iMovie. Honestly, I don't even know why I upgraded from iMovie because it doesn't seem like my edits are any different, truth be known. So I essentially got the problem. There was the box in the middle. You could see like, sorry, I'm looking at my monitor, but there was like square right in front of my face that would follow me, the autofocus. I couldn't figure out how to get that off. Like it's just been problem after problem. And so I just was like, I finally got it locked on, but I just thought, fuck it. I'm just gonna go live on my channel and you guys are gonna see kind of what I do. And honestly, I don't really know what I do yet because I just get on and wing it. I don't feel as comfortable in this particular way as I do when I'm able to like edit out all the boring parts, right? The parts where I'm like freaking out or like looking for brushes or like having to go grab my contacts. It's like I have ADHD so fucking bad that normally when I do lives on my Patreon, I have to leave my seat like 4 times. I got to go wet my thing and I didn't remember. And oh, I forgot my brushes in there. And oh, I got to go change out my contacts. And like, it's literally like this, it's just craziness. And so I don't feel as comfortable when people can see all that craziness, but also like, I can't be the only one that's crazy like that. So fuck it. I finally did a lipstick declutter. I haven't edited it yet. It's pretty long, but I'm so excited about it because this is my Milk Makeup bronzing stick. And honestly, this is getting a little bit warmer than what I'm starting to not like how warm this is anymore. My tastes are starting to change a little bit. Like fashion wise. And so as you guys can tell, I've been wearing, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm wearing my hair like I've been like like super switched to like I've been totally dressing like Kinder Horror style. Like that's like been it. Like I've been wearing my hair dirty as fuck, letting my curls stay, like not really fixing it. It's been nice, to tell you the truth. It's been nice to be able to just throw a bow into my hair and go to work like I look amazing, right? And so I'm like, like I can look as shitty as I want to, and I just throw on some lipstick and put a bow in, and I'm like, oh my god, I look so cute. It's these little girl socks. I'm going to show you if I can actually. That's like the ticket. It's the bow and the socks. Then like I just grabbed this at a thrift store for like fucking $1 or something. Dude, I have been crazed thrift store shopping because here's what happened was, if you guys want to, but you don't have to actually, I found these dresses. They're called Weary Drearies, right? So I was thinking about I Googled this like I was Googling Kinder Horror shit, like the look, the aesthetic, everything about it, right? And then I found this thing called Weary Drearies because I was like, I found like grunge fairy aesthetic, which you guys know I'm like totally grunge fairy. Like that's like my thing, like punk rock fairy, right? So I found these dresses called Weary Drearies. You guys will fucking freak out. I'm going to show you guys these. They are so cool. I'm just going to show you like one or two, but like they are so strange. And I'll show you like this one too. And so then I just started going down this fucking rabbit hole of like grunge fairy core and weary drearies. And then I started buying all this material. Well, I went to my sponsor's house and I was like, dude, I know you're going to fucking think this is so stupid, but I think I need a sewing machine. And she was like, dude, I have a sewing machine that I bought like 10 years ago. It's brand new. I've never used it. I was just about to get rid of it. So now I have a sewing machine and now I'm down a fucking rabbit hole of like fashion design. It's ridiculous. So I'm just going to use my Hourglass powder, and I just barely powder my nose. So, yeah, if I'm talking really fast or acting a little bit weird or like a little bit too much, it's because when I'm like nervous or uncomfortable, I actually act more embarrassing, more inappropriate, and like more of everything. If I'm uncomfortable, I actually like fake comfort. Like I'm dangerously comfortable and like I don't really give a fuck what anybody thinks, but really I'm just like super nervous. So I'm just like barely powdering because I don't even like powder anymore. I just think it's unnecessary for the amount. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Hey, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I'm on my I just had to get on here because I fucked everything up. But look at the picture quality. Look at everything. No square. Like, I don't know how good you guys can hear me, but constantly have to spend money to upgrade. Yes, I can hear you. No issues. Sweet. Thank you. Your hair looks great. Always be yourself. I'm stuck in a uniform and safety shoes 5 to 6 days a week. Ooh, that's cool. I like them. Love grunge, and I like wearing my hair short. Oh, Michelle. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, great. So, dude, Michelle, you know, I've been busting my ass trying to figure out this shit. And dude, honestly, I got it now. I actually got it now. Oh, no. It's my baby. Yours? Do you want to come say hi? Is she your baby? My baby. No, you fool. Oh. This is my baby, Zoe, up there. Hi. Everybody's going to say hi to you right now. I swear to God, it's going to come. Okay. What now? She's such a sweet baby. Okay, so I literally have no idea what I'm going to do except, okay, I've been working on this really unique because I'm telling you, I'm like into this fairy thing. And I think I'm about to explode on Instagram with some like reels. I'm really scared. That's what I realize is the reason why I don't reel is because I'm fucking real scared. And I just actually, like, after all these years, admitted it to myself today that I'm like super scared of doing reels, that they're not going to be perfect, that they're not going to look great. You guys know what we all do. I'm not the only motherfucker that does that shit. So, as Michelle knows, Hi, Zoe. Zoe, everybody said hi. So I've been using this honey glue and I think it fucking sucks. I don't know what everybody loves about it. Oh, so anyways, I went down this rabbit hole. Now I'm like balls deep in fucking trying to like figure out how to make all these dresses because I really want to do this like fairy aesthetic on some reels and do these like cool things. So I'm actually like spoiling the surprise, but you guys are always going to be my sweet babies. So you guys are this is always going to be my main, right? My main squeeze, my YouTube. And I've been kind of not, you guys know, whenever I go down, I called my friend yesterday and I was like, dude, I just miss you. And she goes, honestly, I've known you were down a rabbit hole of research of some sort, trying to figure out the history of the color yellow because I haven't seen you post at all for a really long time. And I was like, fuck. Oh, you know what? What's going on here? I unscrewed my thingamadooey here. And actually, I'm just going to calm down a little bit so I can actually like get something done here. Okay, I'm going in with my taupe. And this just doesn't really, my eyebrows are like so trained. It's really like when you see people on YouTube, like pushing them to get them to feather up, that doesn't work for me. They basically just stay where they are. And every time I go to Walmart to look for this product that Michelle recommended, I literally just get so overwhelmed in Walmart that I just want to run out screaming. It's not that overwhelming, but it's not that fun either. Walmart just fucking. Plus, I'm actually getting old lady vision. And so whenever I'm wearing my contacts and I go into Walmart to get stuff and I'm like trying to read labels and I can't really see that good close up anymore. And it's like, ugh. But I'm going to reverse my aging. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Don't worry. I'll tell you guys everything. So anyways, this is Taupe by ABH Brow Wiz. Yeah, so my friend was like, yeah, I figured you were balls deep. No, she didn't say balls deep. I say that, but she said, I figured you were researching the history of the color yellow because we all are on CoStar together. CoStar is this like astrology app. I'm sure some of you at least are familiar. We're all on CoStar together and it said reasons why your friends might be late. And for me, it said she was busy researching the history of she was busy starting a band, writing a book, and researching the entire history of the color yellow before midnight. And that is like seriously actually so fucking me. So for me, it's been like learning how to sew, figuring out what materials these things are made out of. I'm pretty sure you can order it. Oh, are you talking about the Got to Be, Michelle? Yeah. I'm going to look because honestly, yesterday I actually was like on my way there and I was like, I am going to look for that Got to Be gel. And then when I got there, I just like lost it. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't on the list. Actually, that's bullshit. I don't make a list when I go to Walmart. That's stupid. No, it's smart to make a list when you go to Walmart. It's stupid that I would ever imply that I did that or that I do that. Absurd more. Yeah. I feel like everybody's always like, yeah, Walmart just gives me such bad anxiety. And everybody's like, oh, dude, I don't know if you guys are into Dave Chappelle or if everybody's like super pissed, but his last like comedy, actually, that's looking pretty good. I think I've been using the laminating technique. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to leave it feathery like this just because it looks better than it normally looks. Ooh, I don't want to get that shit in my eye though. I don't know. I just haven't been liking this pink honey glue, and I really don't understand why everybody loves it. It's not really doing it for me. And maybe it's the way I've been using it. Maybe I've been doing it the way they tell me to like laminate it down, like plaster it down. And then honestly, after I do that, then it doesn't really look that good anymore. It looks like it kind of just like all falls down once you like glue it to your face or whatever. It looks like shit after that. Where? See, this is what I don't like you guys to see. Like, even at the cleanest, my area is still like never that clean. It's actually pretty fucking clean right now, but please. No. Oh, okay. I put it away. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, this is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen by NYX. I actually, God, what is that? I actually saw Butte Bean recommended this in her best of or something, and I like went and got it immediately and loved it. Which I don't really do anymore, just because at a certain point I came to realize that Butte Bean and I don't have the same coloring, and so I would be buying things that like looked so good on her, and they just didn't look that good on me. And nothing like quality wise, nothing like palette wise. Like, you know, we all buy the same palettes. Basically, we're all into the same browns and yada yada. But like as far as like the like lipsticks and stuff like that, like she just has such a different coloring than me, I feel like. And things look so much different on her than they do on me. So I kind of just started using a little bit more discretion. I mean, that's with a lot of the YouTubers, right? We all do that. Like, we all get into YouTubers, and like when I'm at times cooking art, what's new in makeup? I'm down the rabbit hole when I'm researching no lists. I won't read them again. I know. I am such a researcher. I love like figuring out how to do new shit and then like learning everything about it. That's like my thing. And it's almost like I'm addicted to learning. And then like, but when like like coming up with a finished result is like much more difficult for me. But that's everybody. That's not just me, the huge loser. I'm just too nervous to do my eyebrows in front of you guys. Oh yeah, this one turned out good. This one's a little crazy. A little cray cray. Is that even a thing anymore? Or did I just really date myself? God, that looks crappy. The thing I like about this pen is that your eyebrows can look pretty crappy and they still look good. So you can't beat that. All right, I'm just going to, I don't have blush on or anything yet. I'm going to put my eyeshadow primer on, and honestly, I don't even have a palette picked. But I think I'm going to use, I know what I'm going to do, because here's the deal. I want to show you guys this thing. So I was talking about, I've been like learning, doing all this shit about this like fairy aesthetic, right? And so I was going through, you know, because when you're putting something off, you'll do anything except the thing, right? So I've been like dreaming of making reels and not doing it. So instead, I've been going through all the filters and like playing with them and seeing which ones I like and saving them and bookmarking them and organizing them. No, just kidding. But you guys know I'd rather fucking clean, do anything than like what the things that need to get done the most right now. But I noticed that like a lot of my favorite like fairy filters, the lips were like a certain shape. And so I went through and like figured out how to overline my lips to this certain shape. But it only works if you do it this exact certain way with certain colors. May, thanks for making it. I only did it with like certain colors that work. And so I'm going to show you guys how I've been learning how to overline my lips in this really cool way, but it only works if you use a darker color, because if you just use a regular color, then it just looks like you look like a fucking child did your lipstick. You know, the thing about it is there is a huge difference between, and this might not be true for everybody, but we all know, like when we watch Instagram and we watch TikToks and we watch YouTube, there is like a big difference between what okay, I'm not going to say a big difference because I'll wear some pretty bold ass fucking shit running around Missoula, Montana. You know what I mean? Like if you think that there's like a ton of chicks running around Missoula with their makeup that look like mine, there ain't. There isn't zero, but there isn't a ton. And so I'm like, I will wear some pretty bold shit. So there's not a huge difference, but there's just certain things that I can't, that I won't do, that I don't feel comfortable doing. And like overlining is one of those things where there is a very fine line between something that makes me feel ridiculous and something that actually looks like I could walk around Missoula and nobody will be like, oh my God, did a fucking child put on her lipstick? Which if I don't care, I don't care, but I do, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to show you guys that. But other than that, I think I'm just going to use, it is so funny. I have so many fucking tripods and it's just ridiculous. Cords and tripods. That's my whole life, is cords and tripods. I have this gimbal. $130 I paid for this gimbal on Amazon. It had an app. Well, the app went glitchy. They never fixed it. The app is gone. And now the gimbal is kind of worthless. It just doesn't work. It works as a gimbal, but it doesn't like have like, it doesn't follow you the way it was built to do. And so it just sits around. Then I just got this one and I really like this one. So we'll see how that goes. But if any of you guys are YouTubers and you guys are looking for, you know, okay, I'm just making sure that there's no creases. And I'm going to pop this palette's cherry. This is the berries palette, which I know you guys are probably like maybe tired of watching me do pink looks with maroon in the crease. But because you can only use certain colors to do this lip trick, I'm just going to do it. And honestly, the lip trick, I might fuck it up because I really just nailed it yesterday twice. I did it twice. I've been doing it every single day. I'll just get up and I'll accidentally trip and slip onto a fucking lip liner and fucking be like, oh, whoops, how did my lips get overlined? And I haven't even brushed my teeth yet. That is literally how my last 2 or 3 mornings has been. I like haven't even brushed my teeth and I'm in the mirror like trying to figure out this overlining technique. So I'm just going to go with it. Maybe pull something off here. Okay, let's try to pick a brush like I actually know what I'm doing. Like I've actually done this before. And let me try to do something that's a little bit different. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm going to use my Zoeva 232. It's the bigger flat shader brush. And I'm going to go into the color. I don't know what that word is. It's got to be claret. I mean, does it matter? It doesn't. It's the thought that counts. Just kidding. It's the fucking word that counts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's pretty. And I really don't have any plan or agenda. I think I'm going to wing this out just because I want it to look a little wingy. A little bit winging. I have a little bit of winging. I got into a motorcycle accident in 2010. Fuck, if I could post the pictures of it. It was so gross. I'll show you guys my broken chicken wing. I hope you guys don't get grossed out. I don't want to trigger anybody, but that's my broken chicken wing. So in 2010, I wrecked my buddy's bike and ripped my ACL off my... Hi, Trevor. What? Thank you so much. Honestly, this is like, I was talking about, like, I've been changing my style to like Kinder Horror, like Courtney Love, L7, you know, Babes in Toyland style. And so I've been wearing my hair like curly and messy and just throwing a bow in it and like thinking it looks just great. And it's a lot better than straightening every single morning for 10 fucking, you know, even 10 minutes is a lot. But I literally, even if I don't wash my hair, I straighten every single day. So that shit gets old, you know. So instead of just getting a haircut, I decided to change my whole fucking wardrobe. Nice. Okay. So I'm just going in here and I'm just going to wing this out. Oh, so that was my broken chicken wing. And I wrecked my buddy's bike. He had a rocket and I wrecked it in 2010 and it ripped my ACL ligament off of my... So your ACL is what connects your shoulder blade to your collarbone. And my bones are super strong. So instead of my collarbone breaking, it just ripped my ACL. And the doc was like, you know, normally when he said it's an injury that football players and hockey players get all the time. And because they're so big, he doesn't do anything because you can't even tell if they're big, but I'm not big. And so basically they had to tie my collarbone to my shoulder blade, which was nice because they didn't use screws or anything. He said I was too skinny for screws, but I know a lot of people who are just as skinny as me and they have screws and it really causes them problems. So I'm really grateful that that doctor and yet another problem I'm going to have to fucking fix. Sorry, my camera just shut off. It does that at 29 minutes. So anyway, yeah, so that's my broken chicken wing. It's pretty gross. When I first got in the wreck, I would be like, just touch it. People would be like, gross. Dude, my last boyfriend, which God was so long ago, it's like, it's almost like it didn't even really happen. Like I'm just telling you guys that one time I had a boyfriend, but I really fucking didn't. He'd be like, get that away from me. Because we met on a job site. We worked construction together and he'd be like, dude, get that away from me. It freaks me out. It's so gross. Okay. God, I really like that color. Maybe I should go no shim. No, I can't. I'm literally talking so much. It's like surreal. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just doing a look so that I can show you guys this lipstick trick. I haven't really thought this through. Okay. I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 19 and I'm going to go into the color. I don't fucking know. Okay. I think I'll be all right. I'm going to go into Curve. I mean, the obvious choice. I thought. Yeah, I'm doing that. And I'm just going to use this to blend that out. I'm going 50% on. Oh, yeah, that's great. I don't want to look like a clown, and I feel like I'm looking a little clowny now, so I'm going to have to do some magical fucking wizard shit to fucking figure out how to deepen that up, but because right now I look like Jigsaw. Use whatever in your... Ouch, poor chicken wing. Oh, yeah. My son broke his collarbone. My son got an infection where the titanium plate was put in and had to be removed. Ooh. Yeah, I really have been noticing that. I like the wing shape with the halo as well. I really like it a lot. I just don't really know where I'm going with this, so. I hope it doesn't end up looking too fucked up and crazy. I usually end up pulling some shit out of my ass anyways. Like, it doesn't really matter, but right now it doesn't look like this is like candy cane spit, right, guys? Sorry, I keep looking into my webcam because I'm just getting oriented here, guys. This is my candy cane spit look, though. You guys remember that? How many of you have been here since then? Yeah, I think I want to actually like try to position this. I'm gonna get everything positioned a lot better and like just try to figure out some shit. But I'll tell you what, it's so hard doing something for the first time. You know what? It's like I try to think back, like it was so hard for me to finally like upload a video. But the thing about it was I knew that when I uploaded my first video, I was pretty fucking sure that nobody was gonna see it. And and it made it a little less scary to know that I was nobody and that nobody was going to see it and that I could just upload it basically into the anonymous fucking virtual universe. You know what I mean? But it's like now it's like when I make a mistake or like when I look or feel stupid, I'm doing it in front of everybody that I've built like relationships with and stuff. And honestly, I know you guys don't feel that way about I could make a total fucking ass hat of myself in front of you guys. And I know that you guys are like down for me, right? But it's like, to me, I just like, and like, I just think like, God, I want my reels to be like so good. And I don't want to go through the beginner stage. And you know what I mean? So anyway, like, I want my reels to be like super good and like so unique and like totally entertaining and educational and like visually pleasing. And then I get on and I do a TikTok and it's like it takes me 3 fucking hours just to get a lip sync. And it's like they're actually kind of hard. And when you look at all the TikToks and reels that are like totally viral, they're usually lip syncs. And so I've been really like doing a lot of analyzing of TikToks. And so yeah. Okay. I need a deepening shade for real. Okay. Voldemorphe M506. And I'm just going to use Loyalty. Could I have done this first? I absolutely could have. But let's try to just get in let's just get in here and just a little bit. Yeah. I can't see in that monitor the same way I normally can. Normally my monitor is right here. And so I can just look down and look up. And now my monitor's right here. I just have to kind of do some rearranging and stuff. But I didn't have time to do it tonight because I'll tell you what happened. I was like fucking around and fucking around and fucking around. And I finally went to shut up, like throw in the towel. I clicked the app off that I'm using, the software to use my camera as a webcam. And the minute I clicked that off, my live came on. So I honestly don't even know how I pulled it off, but I think I do. I think I know how. Trevor, if you're still on here, every time I have a problem of this nature, I actually think of you and I'm like, if I can't figure this out, I'm calling Trevor. I never do, though. It would probably save me a lot of fucking heartache. Okay, I like that. I don't want it to look too much like a candy cane, though. I just want it to be no ridiculousness. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna go really hard on this color under. Ooh, that looks good. That's a pretty color, man. I'm in love with that. So I kind of like, buggered the fucking pink up here, but also when I'm doing lives, you guys can see me do the side that is like kind of hard to see. But not only hard to see, it's also like harder for me to do because I have a little bit more of a sag, but I have completely 1000% changed my skincare regimen because the one that I've been using for the last 10 years, so I'm 45. I didn't really start like noticeably aging until I was like 42 2, I would say, when it really started to get on my nerves at 42. So when people are 38 and they talk about how they're like still looking good for their age, I just am like, dude, just wait until, because like it literally wasn't until it was like the day I hit my 40s, I started like things started changing. And then like literally when I hit 42, like I started aging in a completely different way. And so the products that I've been using for the last like 10 years, they're not working the same way for me. The same as, and this might be TMI, but dude, my deodorant isn't fucking working anymore either. Like I've had BO for 2 years. So I started using Mitchum, and that's actually been working better, but not like great. Also, I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to want to do things a little bit more, less toxic and invasive. And like, I actually had to go the other direction with my deodorant because I'm getting older and my shit is changing up. I don't know what's going on. So, basically like, I don't know. So anyways, so I changed my skincare regimen. Sorry, I had to backtrack there. And it's actually really working. And I did it probably 6 weeks ago. And I'm already seeing like a noticeable difference in the sag on this eye and like a noticeable difference in my wrinkles underneath. And so when I really get some good results from that, I'm going to, blast in. Oh no, I just fucked that up. Sorry, I have to stop talking for 1 second because I really buggered that. Oh well. Really, Michelle, you're aging waited till your 50s. Like, oh, so what you're saying is like I think the 40s is bad, but really the 50s is what's going to do me in. Is that what you're saying? I'm picking up what you're putting down, Michelle. It sounded like you were like saying that, like you like stayed young forever. But what you were actually saying is when you turned 42, you thought you were really aging way more than at 38. And then by the time you hit your 50s, you were like, oh my God, I'm going down like a fucking, like the Titanic. Well, so I completely changed my skincare regimen. And then also, like you guys know, I went plant-based a while ago. And I think, honestly, just going plant-based wasn't doing it, but also like I can't, like my stress levels have gone like way down because I'm feeling much better now that I lost all hope. Kidding. I've been doing a lot of like meditation and like really like doing some hard work and growth. So that's the real reason why I'm not feeling stressed anymore. Okay. I got lucky with jeans. They just decided, nope, we're done after 50. Lori, aging hit me when I got clean. Dude, nothing like getting clean to stress a bitch the fuck out, right? Okay. I need to stop because like I'm just like I can go over this and over this, but I think I'm just gonna go into something. I don't know if you guys know who the Distillers are. They're like an old school band, but I've been really getting into them a lot lately, like listening The House. And there is this picture. Let me see if I can find it. I was just looking at it, so I'm sure I'm gonna Google it. It's gonna come right up. No. Remind me later, bitch. Motherfucker. It's Adobe Flash Player always wants to uninstall, as I was saying earlier. The Distillers. I just want you guys to see this picture of her. Because I think this was kind of maybe the inspiration for this look I'm doing right now, because I just was looking at this picture earlier and thought, oh my God, that is so pretty. Even my daughter was like, so pretty. I can't find it. But I'm going to show you guys this chick. She's so fucking cute. That's the lead singer of this band, The Distillers. I don't know if you guys can see it. She's fucking adorable. But anyways, there's this picture of her with like her makeup pretty red around the eyes. And I kind of think that, oh, look at that. Now that is a fucking grunge look from like 1998. So that is like super, super grungy, not that good looking, totally warm toned, totally awesome. But anyways, that chick's so pretty and her voice is so good. Very adorable, yeah. Sam Michelle's a major freak out. 60 is my next big one. I mean, you chicks are killing in your 50s and 60s, just fucking still doing the deal, still wearing makeup, still making bold moves, still fucking being beautiful and fucking that's it. Like, honestly, I'm not going to fucking go get old without a fight. And I'm not going to fight. Like, I'll surrender to it, but I'm staying young. Like, I'm just going to stay young. Like, I've decided, like, I'm not fucking playing games. So that's it. And like, I don't really give a fuck. That's it. Hi, Lyndon. How are you? Thanks for making it. Hey, what time is it where you're at? Okay. I'm going to go in and use that's 2 strawberry. I just feel like these are all, I think I'm going to use Jura just because I don't really want to use any of these. Actually, no, I'm going to use Nova. That's what I'm going to use. And where's my shit? So yeah, I've been listening to her a lot lately, and honestly I made this playlist on my Spotify and I named it Cunt Rock, and like it's all like the old good songs from like the 90s grunge chicks, and like I have a lot of distillers on there. Like I don't really like this that thick, but you know, that music, everybody used to always be like, oh, like I really want to listen to a bunch of chicks who don't know how to play their instruments. But you know what? Those chicks were making moves that nobody was doing that back then. And you know what? They were like standing for something, and they were like paving the way for women to have a completely different fucking life. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. And so like, is the music like, I don't know, is the message like, I don't know, sometimes the message isn't really what I stand for anymore, but when I think about how those chicks like pioneered like a thing where like, women weren't like, women are more than just like sex objects, or like, you know what I mean? I don't know, they just like stood for something that really mattered, you know what I mean? Yeah, growing up is overrated, huh? Sorry. I cannot, sorry if that's bothering everybody. I cannot eat a piece of candy without chewing it. Like I just can't get through an entire piece of candy. I don't mean to do it. It's not even a conscious thing. It's like a 1, a 2, some of you might know what I'm talking about with that, but if you know, you know. So yeah, this I don't know what it is about a pink-ish palette. I just can't resist the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Did I need this palette? No. No, I didn't need it. I have several just like it. But it was like the set, I couldn't not get it because it was like a set, and it was like $7 or something. I actually don't remember how much it was, but it was super inexpensive. Like, and the midnight palette and the earthy palette were like everything I've ever dreamed of. So, and more. Okay. I'm just going to go through and kind of go like this. This is the redder side of this brush to just kind of get these 2 sides to match. How does that look, you guys? I'm just grabbing my dinner. You grab some dinner, girl. You got to feed the goose to get the golden eggs. I like it. It's good enough for the guys I date. It's good enough for me to show you guys this like lip lining. It's not anything that you guys probably haven't seen like variations of. It just like really, and honestly, I might even fuck it up just because I'm like, just because I've been practicing it in my bathrobe at 6 a.m. every morning before I brush my teeth doesn't mean I'm fucking capable to get on YouTube and share it with all you guys, but we're going to do it anyways because I had to come up with something. Usually under pressure, I am willing to take really big risks. I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll take my pants off. Yay. Okay, I don't like what's going on with the under eye. So I don't know exactly what the fuck to do about it. What should I do? Okay, I think I'm going to go lower with that darker color because I don't like the pink. And I'm actually going in with this and I'm going to use that to like, yeah, I think that looks a little more like me. Honestly, I know it looks a little bit more fucked up, but it just looks, I don't know. The pink was like not doing it for me. It seems like all those old school like grunge songs though, they all were like a little, everybody was a little sad. And you know, whenever I listen to anything from that era, I literally just think about Kurt Cobain and how like sad that was. You know what I mean? Just so fucking sad. Like, what the fuck? Why? Why did he have to be the saddest person ever? It's like, fuck, dude. And you want to know what's really sad is there's millions of fucking people just like him that nobody ever hears anything about. So I guess we'll just end with that. Okay. I have no inner corner highlights, so I'm just going to use this matte. Oh yeah. That was great. Can you guys see it? Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to be a total boner killer about it. I just I don't know. I've just been listening to that music a lot lately and really thinking a lot about that era, that time, what it was like for me during that time. Oh my God. So fun. Man, that looks super pretty, you guys. Look at that. Oh, I rarely can be satisfied with the inner corner highlight that's matte. And the only reason why I'm like perfectly satisfied with it now is because I totally don't know what else to do. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my trusted alkaline. Unless, I wish I had a baby pink, but the thing about baby pink that actually sucks as an eyeliner on the waterline is that your waterline is already baby pink. And so it really doesn't do anything. I have this NYX faux white in linen. I'll use that instead of my trusted. Instead of my trusted alkaline vampire color, I'll use this and kind of do something a little fucking different. Do any of you guys listen to the Distillers at all? Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm risking it all. Okay. What am I going to do? Okay, so this isn't my favorite color to do this with, and the reason why is because I don't really like the consistency of the Lime Crime lippy. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use the Faux Black eyeliner by NYX in Oxblood. Yeah, that is what I'm going to do because I think these are a little bit more creamy. Okay, and I'm going to zoom you guys in. Okay, and I've got my mirror right and I'm going to just do my best to not. Okay, so I'm taking my lip ring out. Sorry if this disgusts anybody. Just make sure. No, I'm going to sharpen this to make sure that what I have on the outside is like as soft as I can get it. This is total horse shit. Just going to pretend like we didn't see it. We'll just, when the heart is hungry, it will eat lies. Okay, so, and actually, okay, I'm going to hit my left elbow. Okay, so basically, like, I don't want to overline. What always ends up happening is if you overline evenly around your whole lip, that's when for me, it starts to look like I have overlined. And so essentially, I'm going to start right here. And you really want to stay to the inside of your line. And, you know, professionals always tell you that whatever direction you pull on one side, do the same on the other side. That's what like Stacey Marie teaches you. And like, okay, so yeah, it's so fucked. I actually feel like I need to get up a little bit. There we go. Because I need a little bit more elbow room. Okay, so I have a tooth that sticks out a little bit further, and it's actually, I just realized it's been giving me a lot of shit. So okay, if you guys look, that is literally like, it's like substantially above my lip, right? Mhm. Okay, so I could leave it just like that, but I kind of want to like bump it a little bit. So I'm just gonna like fuck with it and probably screw it up, which is what I do every morning, and then rub it off. That's why the wrinkles on my lips are like completely magnified over the last 3 mornings. But I'm just gonna go like this. Okay. Now, I know I look ridiculous right now, but I can't fucking talk and explain this to you guys. Okay, so the reason why you have to use a darker color, I tried it with every single fucking color. I tried it with like that red I was wearing in the beginning. I tried it with baby pink. I tried it with nude on nude. I tried it with my diamond whatever fussy, those diamond bomb lip glosses with a nude liner, and it just doesn't work. And the reason why is because this darker shade has to look like a shadow, at least to some extent. It has to be a shadow, so it has to be darker than the shade that you're wearing. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this dark, but I only have 2 liners that are dark enough, and I just decided, fuck it. I was just gonna fucking throw caution to the wind and let the chips fall where they may. And if you guys fucking decided that you couldn't even stand looking at my face anymore, then I'd probably lose 6 subscribers. But I don't think that's gonna happen, because even if I fuck it up, it's just makeup, right? Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do the bottom. Okay, so here's what I did. My bottom is hard because I have my lip ring right here. And also, I don't know if you guys can see this. I naturally have a little tiny bump right there. And so it's hard for me to get around that. But basically, I'm taking that under and like literally back to the line, like immediately after that. So I'm going to go. Also, I ran in front of a kid on a swing when I was like 3 or 4, and I have a scar on my lip right here, so that's also another problematic part for me. Oh my god, lumpy bodies, what the fuck? Okay, so you guys can see how my lips are starting to look like this and then just full, and so once I get the color on here, this will just look like a shadow, and so let me, like, think of what color I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use, for the sake of ease, I'm gonna use a lippy that doesn't set up. I mean, I know that at least to some extent, we are all like, we like the way overlining looks on some people's lips, but whenever we do it on our own, it looks so fucked up that we just are like, no, that it doesn't work for me. So I've literally been like, I've been trying to figure out a way, but this, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt myself. I'm just looking for one of these NYX lippies. Okay, I'm going to use the NYX in Sandstorm. And okay, so basically I'm just going to go like this. Okay, it's not done yet though. Just give me 1 second. But I nailed it. Okay. So the other thing about it is if you use a dark enough color above the lip, it actually neutralizes that space where there's a discrepancy in color. So like when you overline and it goes to skin, it's almost as if the color of your lipstick actually gets lighter. And so it's so obvious that you overline. But if you use a color that's darker, it like shadows the bump and it makes it look like, it really just at least makes it look intentional rather than you actually just went like this with your lipstick, right? And so I'm going to blend it. Or more blot it. And I don't know how that looks to you guys, but it looks pretty good from where I'm sitting. I know, who has time to fucking do this? But honestly, like, it's been pretty important to me, so I've been dedicating time to it, and I don't really expect anybody else to do it. But if you're wondering about how to get that line up higher, it's really about going straight across. So you know that TikTok everybody's been doing where they go, "I don't know this color?" It's because that line, when it's straight, will look curved on your Cupid's bow, or your flume is what I was taught that it was called when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, and if you don't like it with it straight across, you can just barely shape it. But what'll happen is, because of the bumps, it kind of gets out of control quick. You got to fuck with it. But dude, honestly, like, I'm like partially up my nose on this and it looks great. And for pictures, like, you know what I mean? It really has that fairy lips shape. And so I don't know. I actually just got a kick out of it and I just wanted to show you guys it. And so essentially, I'm not going to be taking pictures of this look for Instagram and everything. So I'm just going to put on some mascara and wrap this up. But I'm so grateful that you guys came and like watched this video and like spent some time with me. And I'm sorry if I didn't pay attention to the comments. I'm normally pretty good about it, but I actually was super fucking nervous. So I'm just going to put on some mascara. I like to use the Milk Makeup Kush, and honestly, I don't even know if they're going to discontinue this. It seems like, I don't know, why are makeup brands so unreliable? You know, I was watching a Paulina video a long time ago about how like people, she was talking about how people had said something about how like ABH is like done and they're not even gonna, they're probably gonna shut down. But like, dude, ABH, their staples, they stay true. Benefit, they stay true. They don't like, you know, they like come out with some shit and they don't just like discontinue it, dude. Like Milk Makeup, almost every favorite thing of theirs that they've ever made, they've discontinued, or like my favorites, you know what I mean? And so I don't even know if they're going to be still making this. It's like they're it seems like they're just I don't know. I just can't tell what they're going to still have and what they're not. So it's fine. It's like out with the old, in with the new, but fuck, dude. This is a really good mascara. You know who I learned about this mascara from was Mel Thompson. And you know, Mel Thompson I never bought anything that Mel Thompson said was good that wasn't. Everything she ever said was the bomb worked for me. And so, I don't know. I just thought I would say that. Whenever I use something that I bought because Mel Thompson told me to, I like to say it. What a good egg. She was such a good egg. I still don't have blush on either. So I'm actually going to use one of my ones from the Unearthly collection. I'm going to use, I think it's called Burst. And honestly, I have these in here so stupidly that every time I try to get them out, I'm going to use this color. And I'm going to keep it high. I'm not going to put it on the apples. I think I could have done better with the pick on that, but whatever. Sorry, my makeup is really just so, you guys. I just was a little unprepared. It looks okay. I think it's a look. I think it looks like a little doll. I think I look like a little doll, like a little. Oh my God. We watched Chicago. I watched Chicago with my kid the other night. No, not the bow. Not my Kinderhor bows. And then I'm just going to use, I want to use Star Surfer as my highlighter. I never use it. It's such a plain Jane. LOL. I make time for fun stuff even when I have to get ready for work. Yes, the staples. Mel was special, real, sweet, vulnerable, and had such a big heart. Fuck yeah, dude. Nothing. Not. I mean, everything good. That girl was like everything good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now I really do look like a doll. Ooh, that really just made the look. I actually feel like I really like this lipstick. I mean, actually, it'd probably look better with a shimmer. I'm gonna shim it. I'm gonna shim it up. No, not doing that. I'm gonna put a shimmer on it and just see what happens. I decluttered my lipsticks, you guys. I just need to edit it. I'm using this, which I actually decluttered, but it's convenient and it's right there. And if I would have thought that I would come up with a use for it, I probably wouldn't have decluttered it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. And honestly, I feel like I could blend this in a little bit better, but like I say, it's just that every time I try to do some fine tuning shit like that, it just like makes a mess, but that didn't. So anyways, this is the final look. And I hope that you guys could see that like the way you just actually come straight across that Cupid's bow is the way that you do it. And honestly, as long as you stay on the inside of the line on the rest of your lips, you can kind of play with that right there to get to gauge on where to overline. And it really does give you a pop. Like, I don't know if you guys know, like a Botox pop, like they give you, and it actually makes the edges of your lip flip up. If you use like a darker color right here, it actually creates a shadow, which actually professional makeup artists do that, not lining the lips. They actually like use a darker, like a contour right there so that it looks like a shadow right there. So when you're on camera, it gives your lips a pop. And so it's basically like the technique that I saw on TikTok combined with the technique that I seen like when I like watch professional makeup artists. It's those two tricks combined. And honestly, the other thing is like if you are having like fine lines, issues with fine lines around your lips, which is like my pet peeve. It's like what brought me to makeup in the first place. It's a way to actually line right over the top of your fine lines. And so they're not even there anymore. So it actually like gives you like a fresh lineless canvas right there. So anyways, um I am so grateful that you guys came, and I'm so grateful that I got a chance to do this. And I'm really sorry that I was late. And for my losties that are on here, I'm sorry that I wasn't on my Patreon, but I'm glad that I got an opportunity to do this. And I'm glad either way, I'm glad I got to, do something. And I'll get something special put on my Patreon here like shortly. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to get going. I like the halo wing lips. I have a silicone liner, keeps anything from bleeding into my lines. Is it the Ozone by Urban Decay? You should DM me, Mary, and let me know what that is. Love you, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. You're such my ride or die, dude. And also thanks, May. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Lyndon. See you. Trevor. Yeah, you guys made this super special for me. I really appreciate you. Later.